everybody, it's Ian Beamer with Guaranteed Rate. Hope everybody's doing well. Hope everybody's staying healthy. It's starting to warm up out there. It's about 90 degrees today. I think the rest of this week's supposed to be in the hundreds here in Chicagoland. So we waited a while for the weather to warm up, and here it is. So ask and ye shall receive. So I wanted to talk to you today about renting versus buying and what's best to build wealth, and to borrow a term from a popular TikTok jingle circulating social media. If you want your money to stop going jiggle jiggle and you want your money to fold, I would say long term it's probably better to purchase than to rent. See that? I'm hip. Nonetheless, purchase versus rental. The rental markets in the last 12 months nationally, this is on average, rents have increased somewhere between 25 and 26%. So obviously, as home prices are skyrocketing, rental prices are also increasing even beyond what homes are appreciating at. So rents are going through the roof. Obviously, rates are going up. What does this all mean? So I wanted to talk to you a little bit. I did look up historical national average sales price on the St. Louis Fed's website. They have average national sales price going back all the way to 1963. And in 1963, the average sales price for a single family home in the United States was $19,300. Just for a frame of reference, the average sales price for a single family home in 2022, this is first quarter 2022 versus 1963. In 2022, the average sales price was $507,800. So obviously we've grown a bit, and that's obviously to be expected. It's been almost 60 years, 59 years. So what does that mean? Just working out those numbers, that means on average each year, homes have appreciated about 5.7%. 5.7%, which is a little bit more appreciation than I would have guessed prior to looking at this chart. But those are the numbers. So you take a look at them. Let me know what you think. Let me know what I'm missing. Obviously the last couple of years, last 2 or 3 years, we've had above average appreciation, even beyond that 5.7%, 10, 12, 14, 18% nationally. So that can't continue. I think we can all acknowledge that cannot continue. And if you take the last 5 years out of it, go back to all the way to 2017, the average sales price for a single family home in the United States in 2017 was $374,800. And if you take average appreciation from 1963 at that 19.3 number to get up to the 374.8 number, that's still showing an average appreciation rate of 5.64%. So again, a lot higher than I probably would have guessed prior to looking at the numbers. But what does that mean? So let's be conservative, because I do think appreciation rates will start to slow down. Rates are climbing. I would guess that inventory will start to build. I would guess that homes will be sitting on the market a little bit longer, and prices should level off, or at least begin to level off here soon. I'm not sure we will see anything declining, although that's an argument for another time. If we do, I think it'll be very minimal and short-lived. But nonetheless, I still think we have a housing shortage. We're talking about rent versus buy. So let's take a $400,000 purchase price. If you were to buy a $400,000 home today, what would it cost you over the next 10 years to make those payments, to borrow that money, to live in that $400,000 home? So that $400,000 home let's assume interest rates, this is ballpark interest rates, and interest rates continue to climb. So forgive me. Keep in mind, you can always lock in your rate before you find a home. That's another video. But we're assuming for this example, we're going to assume an interest rate of 6%. And we're going to assume a rate of appreciation at 3%, which is far below the national average historically, but I want to be conservative just to make my point. So if we have a 6% interest rate on a $400,000 purchase price, we put down 5%, we're going to borrow $380,000. You're going to have some mortgage insurance built in there for a little while, unless you do some sort of lender paid mortgage insurance or upfront mortgage insurance, but we're not going to get into all that. So we're just concentrating on the 6% interest rate for now. Over the first 10 years, you will have paid $211,400.77 in interest over 10 years. $211,477. So obviously that's a lot of money. That's over $20,000 a year, almost a little over $21,000 a year. But let's look into that a little further. If you're purchasing a $400,000 home, and talk to a CPA, because I don't want to get anybody in trouble about tax deductions and what's a write-off and what you can estimate for a refund. But if you're in the 28% tax bracket, that means you get 28% of that $211,477 back at some point over those 10 years. At the beginning, it'll be a little more. At the closer to the 10-year mark, it'll be a little less. But assuming it's all tax deductible, and again, talk to your CPA, you get 28% of that back, which would be $59,192.22. So now that $211,400.77 just turned into $152,208.57. So now it's to cost you about $15,000 a year on average, about $15,200 on average to borrow that $380,000 at 6% interest over the first 10 years. At the same time, we said that your home's going to appreciate about 3%, which again, average for the last 59 years was about 5.7%. We're going to say 3% over the next 10 years, just to be conservative. And if it appreciates 3% over the next 10 years, your home will have appreciated $121,909.27. So that's $121,909.27. It cost you $152,208.57. You've gained or appreciated in value $121,909.27. The difference between those numbers is now $30,299.30 for 10 years to borrow $380,000. Again, there's acquisition costs of purchasing properties. There's selling costs. If you're thinking about moving in the next 12, 24, probably even 36 months, I'm not sure home ownership is the right path for you, although it has worked out for some people. I've always thought of home ownership as more of a longer term investment. So I would say probably 6 to 10 years to be safe. But as you can see, if it costs you $30,000, $30,300 in total in interest to borrow that $380,000, obviously you got to make a down payment, but you're talking about just over $3,000 a year in costs, and that's using 3% appreciation, which is probably a low number. But again, I want to make my point. So let me know what you guys think. Think about the more successful, more financially successful people in your life, and ask yourself, do they own their homes or are they renting? Because I'm willing to bet they're probably homeowners. Long term, it does not pay to rent. Get in the market, start building appreciation, start building wealth, get some tax write-offs. Let me know what questions you have, comments. I'd love to hear from you. Love to hear your thoughts. Happy to have a discussion. It's Ian Beamer, Guaranteed Rate. I appreciate you checking out my video. Please like and subscribe, and I look forward to hearing from you soon. Have a great day.